Hello everybody and welcome back to a very special episode of Guapish. As always, I'm your master of ceremonies, Tanner, and today I am joined by Guapish's own content creator of the year, Nico.
That's right, folks. I'm just a common man. What can I say? My my collar might be white, but my neck is red.
Jesus. Also joining us, a man who is considering changing his name to Expedition 33 so he can get a couple dubs, Jackson.
Guys, I'm so sad that Expedition 33 won so many categories. I was banking on my fucking wagers on Call Sheet going in the dumpster for that, man. I'm gonna kill myself.
Dude, I didn't even consider there absolutely were people betting money on Kalshi on this. That's crazy. And finally joining us... Fuck, I thought of something funny to say about you, but I can't remember what the fuck it was. Oh well, Dylan's also here.
Dude, I hate that Expedition 33 won so many categories, and it might have fucked me. Who knows?
Speaking of Expedition 33... The Game Awards, they happened.
I love the Game
prediction
Awards.
Thing.
Jeff Keighley did such a good job this year. I'm so happy he's finally out of the closet and confessed he's dating a pig.
Mm-hmm. He's dating a real pig, that one.
Yeah.
That's right, everyone. The Game Awards happened. As usual, we did our big fucking, Game Awards predictions, and here are the results, I guess. In first place, for yet another year, I don't think in a row, but if we skip it over, we had a tie in first place at 17 correct predictions, which I believe is a record now. Me! And also, Jackson!
We tied?
Yeah, at 17 points.
That's
Holy
fucking
shit.
awesome, man. Let's make out.
Pretty damn good, honestly.
That's over half, dude. That
Is
might be a
over half.
world
That's
first.
crazy. What is it? 29 votes total, right?
27 categories,
27?
I believe. So, we fucking did it, dude. And then, the more important part, in dead last, with 12 correct predictions, Dylan!
Yeah, fucking shocker there.
Yay!
12 isn't that bad, though.
It's honestly a lot more than the last place people typically get. Like, most of the
Yeah.
time, the people who are, like, down in the dregs don't even hit double digits.
Yeah, I remember a lot of our losers being like 8 or 9.
Where'd the other two people land for posterity?
Nico is landing in 3rd place at 15, and Tanichi is landing in 4th place at 13, so he was only 1 point ahead of Dylan.
Fuck!
Yeah. If it makes you feel better, Dylan, you did beat ChatGPT, though.
Let's fucking go. I'm better than any AI. Fuck off. Hire me.
Well,
Open AI.
I also had Grok make predictions, and he trounced you. So.
Well, yeah, well, who else did he trounce? How many points did he score?
He didn't trounce Nico, but he did beat Nico by 1 point.
There we go. See?
So there you go.
Dylan, what are your thoughts on the Game Awards?
Yeah, what do you think of the... Did you watch any trailers or anything afterwards?
Guys, I only play video games. I don't care for any of this other bullshit.
Well, I watched the Game Awards, and there was some pretty cool trailers and stuff being shown off there this year. Not a whole lot of gameplay, which is a bummer, so, like, who the fuck knows if any of these games are actually going to be worthwhile at all, but, I mean, hey, new Divinity, that's pretty cool. I like Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, after Baldur's Gate 3, I'm kind of down for whatever these guys are doing, so I'm actually interested, and I may even be a completely insane person and go back and play the previous ones.
There you go. I have considered going back and playing Divinity Original Sin 2. I hear very good things about it.
Yeah, let's see. I got the list of announcements. What ones am I kind of interested in? Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic kind of interests me. I'm not I know that KOTOR is like a big popular thing and whatever, and well, I guess I am kind of into MMOs now, so maybe I'd like those, but this being basically those games translated into a single-player RPG, that actually does catch my attention there.
Yeah, Phantom Blade Zero got another trailer here. That game still looks tight. Can't wait to get my hands on it one of these days. Whenever the fuck that comes out. Neo 3 also got announced. I've never played any of the other Neo games, but people seem to like them.
Yeah. The new Tomb Raiders have me interested. Honestly, the remake of the very first Tomb Raider game has me more interested. That actually looked really cool to me. The biggest one for me, by far, was the sequel to Control. The trailer and the announcement leading into the trailer was really fucking cool. And the fact that they're making this one like a melee combat system instead of a third-person shooter, I think is really neat, and just like the vibes seem immaculate here.
Yeah, hopefully it's actually good. Unlike the first Control game, PU. Something that, you know, the rest of us will actually like, though, Tanner. The fucking idols for Zenless Zone Zero got shown off at the Game Awards. Major dub right there. Cannot fucking wait for him.
I was gonna say, I am annoyed. There was a cool looking like alien sci-fi game with an interesting environment and concept, and then it just turned out to be a fucking sequel to The Forest.
Yeah.
Very funny, yeah. I will say, Dylan, I think you'd probably like Control. It's very, very SCP coded.
I had it downloaded on my Xbox when I got Game Pass, and I just never got around to playing it. It did seem like something I'd be into, but unfortunately, due to other games coming up, never got into it.
I had it downloaded to my PC for like, I think 2 years before I finally actually booted it up, and I just ate through that shit, dude.
Oh, okay.
They announced a new Mega Man. I don't really care about Mega Man, but, you know, I respect him as a legacy franchise.
I respect him as a man.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, hang on, the Forest game, that was Forest 3. There was already a sequel to The Forest?
Yeah, Sons of the Forest.
You underestimate how popular the Forest franchise is.
I just didn't realize it was a franchise.
A lot of the YouTubers I watched played it.
I watched that shit grow from a shitty survival game into a less shitty survival game. It's truly profound what it's been able to create over the few years it's been out.
Star Wars Galactic Racer seems kind of neat. I like, I'm kind of interested in Wipeout, but Star Wars.
Is it pod racing?
So there's speeders and the bigger ones. Are they all called speeders now that I think about it? Speeder bikes and speeders, that's how they separate them. And also pods. So it's like, it's a bunch of different vehicles, but it's very clearly like carrying on the legacy of pod racing.
This is pod racing.
This is Pog. Let's see. Do we got anything else?
They announced High Guard.
They sure
that looked
did.
like shit, dude.
It's insane that was the final reveal. It's just fucking straight poop from a butt.
Listen, okay, look, a lot of people are giving that game shit. I think it looks fine, okay? Yes, Jeff hyped it up way too much for what it is, especially making the final reveal. It looks like a fine game, though, come on.
It's gonna be DOA, let's not get it fucking twisted. This market is so saturated. I would like to see it survive, because I think the concept is actually kind of interesting, but it's just in a really tough market right now.
Yeah. They announced, I feel like 5 of the games we saw were just Dungeons and Dragons, not like branded as such, but you look at it and you're like, yeah, that's a Dungeons and Dragons. But there was one actual Dungeons and Dragons thing there called Warlock, single-player RPG. I don't think we know jack shit about it, but I'd probably be interested in that.
It's made by Invoke Studios. Have they done anything else before?
No, I'm sure it's one of those things like, from the legendary... Oh, didn't they literally say, like, from the legendary creators of Titanfall and Apex Legends or some shit?
No, that's what the fucking last game was. Highlands or whatever.
Oh, I thought we were talking about... Okay. I thought you were still talking about Highguard. Warlock.
You literally brought up Warlock. What are you talking about?
I know, but I thought you were still on the last thing.
No, what?
Okay?
That's not how conversations work.
They are. It is sometimes. Let me see. You bring up the next thing. I'll see if I can find... Oh, wait. They created Dungeons & Dragons Dark Alliance. I don't know what that is.
I don't either. But yeah, I don't have any other things of note from the Game Awards.
Let me see. I still don't care about Invincible Versus. I'm so confused because I feel like the people talking about online are like hyped about it. I'm like, this looks like shit. What are you talking about?
That is unfortunately just kind of the landscape of fighting games. They'll hype up whatever they can get, okay?
That's so true. Yeah, I think we can end it there.
Fantastic.
You didn't like that beaver game? Anyway.
What, Animo?
No, what's it called? Bradley the Badger, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
What?
I don't mean to rub salt in wounds, but do we want to, like, describe what we're making for the punishment game so the audience can look forward to
Yeah,
that?
I can do that. We're doing a pizza, but this time we're doing it right.
Yeah, it's actually pizza this time.
Yeah, and Fuck, I can't scroll up all the way. Let me click through the DMs.
Holy smokes.
I can't scroll that far either. I believe the ingredients are Nerds Gummy Clusters, Ghost Pepper Flakes, Gefilte Fish, what the fuck was Dylan's?
Sweet pickles.
Sweet Pickles, and what the fuck was Tanichi's? Chicken Feet.
Chicken feet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't see that in the list. This is new information to me.
Yeah,
No,
I didn't see
saw
that
it
either.
get mentioned before.
I saw chicken.
No, it was specifically chicken feet.
Nefarious. Can you just buy
There
that
you go.
easily? I've never heard of just buying chicken feet before.
I've
you
seen
like
it
chicken
at
feet?
Winco.
You see that at Winco? Interesting. I don't know, man. It's just not. It's news to me. I've seen like shit of people buying it in like China. I didn't know if it was common in the U.S. at all.
Right.
Yeah, I can find it at my local grocery store.
Yeah, but you're like in the South or something.
Sounds delectable, though. Can't wait to see the punishment video.
Oh yeah. And speaking of punishment, we're moving into the Guapish at the Movies Awards.
Whoa!
That's right, everyone. Yet again, we did our Guapish at the Movies Awards. Let's waste no time, get right into it. Our first award is for Worst Girl. Obviously, this award goes to...
Well,
the
hang on.
woman
Okay,
from
say
one
what
of our-
the options are.
You want me to go through? I was just going to go one, but okay.
Yeah,
all
the
of our
people don't know what
awards
the
are-
options are for this.
Guapish.com/awards. Go to guapish.com/awards if you want to see all the nominees in more detail. Anyways, go on, Tanner.
Anyway, he misinterpreted my sentence. I was about to describe what the award is for,
Oh,
not
gotcha.
who won
Okay.
it.
That's what it sounded like you were doing.
No, it goes to the worst woman from one of our movies.
Okay.
And our nominees are Aunt Ruth from The Girl Next Door, Zendaya from Challengers, Marcus Copeland from White Chicks, and Barbie from Barbie. And the winner is Aunt Ruth from The Girl Next Door.
That checks out.
I would have expected it from anyone else. I mean, honestly, I'm gonna be fair with you guys. Marcus Copeland isn't a fucking woman, so like, how did he not win?
Well, that's the joke.
It doesn't make any sense, man. It doesn't make any sense. I'm the one that fucking picked him. I know
Yeah.
the joke, man. I'm saying he should have won because of that.
Oh, I got you.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm not retarded here, guys. Let's
Okay,
not
you're
get it
saying he's
twisted.
the worst at being a girl.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Man,
Okay,
exactly.
okay.
That's how I interpreted it.
And you chose the most stereotypical woman imaginable?
Listen, man.
Next up, we've got Best Original Song, the award for the Best Original Song. And our nominees are I'm Just Ken from Barbie, Sunny Side Up Summer from Bob's Burgers the Movie, or The Bob's Burgers Movie, Jane Doe from Chainsaw Man the Movie Reze-Arc, and Redline from Redline. And the winner is I'm Just Ken from Barbie.
Damn.
Woo!
Could there have been any other true option to win that, though? I mean, come on.
No.
That song was just a fucking earworm for me from the moment I heard it. It was playing in my head for weeks after we watched Barbie.
I didn't remember any of these songs.
Dude, Jane Doe's so peak. Love that song.
I never heard that song.
I voted for I'm Just Ken because I didn't
You
give a fuck
voted
about.
for it.
I know.
I didn't give a fuck about any of these options, unfortunately. And in retrospect, I should have sandbagged and picked some bullshit to lower the chances of I'm Just Ken and give my pick a fighting shot. But I didn't think about that until afterwards.
Damn.
Tragic.
So you haven't heard Jane Doe. Why'd you pick it, Dylan?
I
He's
like
heard it. I've
Japanese
only played
music.
it in the server with us all before.
Why not? Okay.
I'm going with my basis here, man. I like Japanese music by default. I don't know what to tell you.
You like Jackson, so you went with his pick.
I
Yeah.
went with the pick because I like Japanese music.
It's not even in Japanese, it's in Russian.
What are you talking about?
Oh, I thought this was the song that fucking
Oh,
Rizzo
man,
sings.
you don't even know what the fucking song was.
No, I don't. You're right.
Blasphemy, blasphemy.
Least pretentious art film. This goes to the art film that doesn't make us go, okay, we fucking did it, Jesus Christ. And our nominees are Good Time, Whiplash, It's Pat the Movie, and Palindromes. And our winner is It's Pat the Movie.
Huh? Why did that win? What?
You voted for it,
I sandbagged, that's why!
Base!
Oh my god, you stupid son of a bitch.
I misinterpreted the title and I nominated the wrong movie.
Let's fucking go. It's Pat's sweeping
Jesus
categories.
Christ.
Why would that win?
Because you voted
Well, because
for
two
it.
people voted for it, and then the other nominees, the other two nominees got one vote.
Yeah.
That's dumb, though. Why would someone else vote for it?
You're such a piece
well.
of shit, Jesus Christ. You guys have completely sullied the sanctity of this award
I mean,
show.
let's be real here. I just admitted that I had no clue. I'm pretty sure I voted for It's Pat, but it's also because I misinterpreted what the title of the award was.
Moving on.
This is the worst award show we've
Maybe
done
don't
yet.
pick fucking titles for awards that require brain power.
Oh.
We were all in a call together. We explicitly said to ask if you didn't understand what it meant.
And I thought I understood.
Bummer.
This is such a travesty, dude.
Oh well.
Next up, we've got congratulations to It's Pat the Movie, by the way.
Uh,
Next up, Most Red Pilled. Our nominees are Demolition Man, Soul Man, Barbie, and Falling Down. Quite possibly our most competitive category. And the winner is Demolition Man.
you gotta be fucking kidding me. Come on, man. Actually, that actually makes sense.
I was shocked by that one too. I don't think I deserve to win that one, but
I
oh well.
feel like Falling Down probably.
Yeah. Maybe you should have voted for that one then, Jackson.
Well, I thought Demolition Man deserved it more. You know, that was that'd be my
Okay.
second choice.
Right, of course. Next up, we got Best Unintentional Comedy. And our nominees are Twisted Pair, The Graduate, The Wicked City, and Super Croc. And the winner is Twisted Pair.
God damn it.
This was also a very close one.
I agree, Dylan. I don't think that was a very good choice either.
I mean, I voted for that one, but that's because I'm saying God damn it because I haven't won a single category so far.
I don't even feel like The Graduate. I feel like The Graduate is intentionally trying to be a comedy. There's no way that's supposed to just be a straightforward
Is it supposed
drama.
to be a
So that-
comedy?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Super Croc is obviously dog shit, but come on, Twisted Pair is much more entertaining than Super Croc. It really
Yeah, absolutely.
die either way for me, man. It was really just die either way. I should have sandbagged. Fuck.
Listen, the reason I nominated The Graduate is just because I don't think it was meant to be as funny as I found it.
Okay.
Interesting.
That's fair enough. Next up, we've got Most Understandable Crash Out. And our nominees are Paul Dano from There Will Be Blood, Paul Walker from Running Scared. By the way, I just remind myself, the intro I was going to give Dylan is the world's #2 Paul Dano hater.
Oh.
Huh.
Andrew Detmer from Chronicle, and Caesar from Rise of the Planet of the Apes. And the winners
Oh.
are Andrew Detmer from Chronicle and Paul Dano from There Will Be Blood.
Even when there's a fucking tie, I can't win, man. What the fuck? This is so fucked up.
Oops.
Damn.
Congratulations to our winners. Next up, Soy Jack Personified. Our nominees are Jake from I'm Thinking of Ending Things, Nick Frost from Paul, Napoleon Dynamite from Napoleon Dynamite, and Happy Gilmore from Happy Gilmore. And the winner is Nick Frost.
Oh my gosh.
Woo!
From
I voted
Paul?
for that one.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You could presumably make a lot of soy jacks just clipping random face to
Oh no, wait, that one was mine. Let's go.
That was mine.
What?
Yeah, that was Nico's.
I can't remember what I voted for or what I
You
nominated.
did
anymore.
Happy Gilmore.
Dude, I don't know what the hell any of these things are.
I mean, you voted for Nick Frost,
I sure
but you
did,
nominated
buddy.
Happy Gilmore.
Dude, your nominee won.
Yeah.
There you go. Next up, we've got Most Unwatchable. Our nominees are Palindromes, It's Pat the Movie, Slow Torture Puke Chamber, and The Sadness. And the winner, surprising no one, is Slow Torture Puke Chamber.
I'm sure the only person who didn't vote for it was the person who picked it. So.
Correct.
Are you guys excited for the other two in the
No.
trilogy prior to this one?
You can't make me watch it. I refuse.
We have a veto system. We've never used it.
Yes, I know.
We're just waiting for the right film to bust it out for.
I know the
There we
right
go.
film.
Next up, the movie of all time. This is a film that embodies everything absolutely necessary to be a film and nothing else. And our nominees are Olympus Has Fallen, Freelance, Real Steel, and Space Chimps. And the winner is Freelance.
Oh, let's go. I think that
It's
one
just
actually
such
is
a
me.
movie, you know?
No, that one's Nico.
God
Yeah.
damn it, man! I can't win.
Next up, Most Heart-Wrenching. Our nominees are The Iron Claw, Green Mile, The Tale of Princess Kaguya, and Grave of the Fireflies. And the winner is Grave of the Fireflies!
Okay, this one's actually me. I know this for a fact.
That one is actually you this time.
I'm shocked. I was expecting Green Mile to win.
It's a 50-50 shot. 2 Ghibli films, and they're both like the really sad Ghibli films.
Yeah.
I love that.
Next up, Most Evil Character. Kevin from We Need to Talk About Kevin. Aunt Ruth from The Girl Next Door. Forge from D&D. And Art the Clown from Terrifier 2. And the winner is Aunt Ruth.
Yeah.
Man, Aunt Ruth is just walking away with these awards today.
I mean,
She really is.
She is just so abominable, which is funny too because like Art the Clown obviously like fucking dismembered a woman and
Yeah.
did so many times, but like Aunt Ruth's just more real,
Yeah. It's more in your face. It's based off a true story, which helps a lot.
Oh, I forgot about it. Dude. I
forgot
wish you
about
wouldn't.
that,
I
yeah.
wish you wouldn't have reminded me about that.
Is it? Do I have the sequel? Not the sequel, but like the fucked up or the more fucked up remake. I think it's in my Patreon page. It'd be so badass if I got rolled this week.
That would be pretty fun.
She's a real
wouldn't it?
YN, if you know what I mean.
I don't.
Final award. The most disappointing film. Our nominees are 28 Years Later, Paddington 2, Kung Fu Panda 2, and Shin Godzilla. And the winner is Shin Godzilla!
Let's go.
Congratulations to all our big winners. I fucking crushed you guys.
What can I say, man? It's just tough out here when you guys have just such fucking terrible picks for me to try and deliberate between.
I could say the same thing, buddy. I could say the same thing.
I'm giving you guys fucking gold! You just can't see it!
That's what
Dude,
I'm saying, man.
consider
That's what I'm saying.
colorblind. I value silver more than gold. Fuck you, buddy.
And every cloud has a silver lining.
Yeah.
Well, moving on into our last thing we're going to do before our reviews. It's our big re-ranks, guys.
Dude, I totally forgot about that.
Did you? I feel like you still have them
Oh.
despite forgetting about it.
Yeah, I mean, I forgot we were doing it today, but, I got it done. Because, like,
There
what
we
am
go.
I? Some fucking belligerent drunk?
That depends on how honestly you want me to answer.
I think the answer is no. Does anyone want to volunteer to go first with their re-ranks?
Yeah,
I'll
sure, I'll
go
go first.
first.
Why not?
Oh.
Nico, rock, paper, scissors me right fucking now, dude.
Okay.
Tanner, give us a 3, 2, 1. We'll say it at the same time.
Okay, sure. 3, 2, 1.
Paper.
Scissors.
Damn.
Holy cow.
Damn.
Jackson's just that
Let's
good.
go.
Anyways, I get some context for the audience here. If you're new, we watch a lot of movies. Sometimes our opinions on these movies change, so we do every 6 months. We'll do a re-ranking where we're allowed to change our rankings of the movies, and that's what this is. And we'll have some overall stats, which are not going to be very exciting this year at the end of all of our individual ones. They're also, we can re-rank anything regardless of how old the movies are. And I don't have very many changes, but let me go through them. I've had Fallen Angels. I upped that from B to a B+. I was retarded when I ranked Milo initially. I dropped that from a D+ to a D-. Bugged Blackhawk down, up from a B+ to an A-.
Nice.
And I bumped up I'm Thinking of Ending Things from a B to a B+ as well. I've thought about that movie a lot since watching it. So I quite like that one. I want to watch it again. It's on my short list. The Hunger Games, I was also smoking crack when I initially ranked that one. I dropped it from a B+ to a B-. The Blob, I gave a D-. I don't know why I was so harsh on that one. I bumped it up to a B. I bumped it up to a D, not a B. I mean, yeah, it wasn't good, but like a D-, like pushing F tier, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
And Shark Tale, I bumped that one up from a D+ to a C-.
Oh, let's go. You'd love to hear it.
A lot of upward momentum, it sounds like. You normally don't do that a whole lot.
Yeah, in fairness, I was going out of my way to kind of not really touch the ones in like the B and C tiers as much. And that's normally where a lot of like my downward motion happens. I was like, those tiers are all such a big gray zone. I was looking more at the extremes if I could.
It's very easy to get caught up there, which is why I also kind of tried to steer away from it a little bit. But, you know, sometimes you kind of just gotta hop into the sludge every now and then, though. Well, fantastic. Happy to hear it, dude. I guess I'll bust mine out here. I also don't have too many movements this time around here. Not crazy changes, but first up here, I've got weapons. A- to B+. Kingsman Secret Service. With the recent film, kind of tainted this one in my mind. So A- to B+ as well. Falling Down, A to A+. Gurren Lagann, Movies Childhood's End, B to B+. Rush Hour, B to B+. Passion of the Christ, C to C+. Gotta rep my boy JC a little bit, you know. Kung Fu Panda 2, B to B+. Click, C to C+. Yesterday, what? You like Click?
No, sorry, I was delayed. My mic was muted. I only got it out. I was trying to boo you, bumping up Kung Fu Panda 2.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure it was Kung Fu Panda 2, my day.
Gotcha. Alright, Yesterday, A- to B+. The Warriors, B to B+. Liz and the Bluebirds, C to C+. Some of you motherfuckers rate that shit so high. What is wrong with you? Midnight Cowboy, B to B+. Sophie's Choice, C to C+. Scooby-Doo, D to D+. Hunt for the Wilder People, C+ to B-. And Power Rangers, D to D+. You know, looking back, I also moved shit up quite a bit this time. You know, we're in the season of giving. What can I say?
Interesting way of looking at it.
It would be funny if, looking back at it, we see that during our, like, summerish time re-rank, that's when we're knocking stuff down, and then we are, like, knocking stuff up during our Christmas time ones.
Yeah.
Dylan, do you want to go next?
Sure, let me fucking review my notes here. And by notes, I mean the DM I have with Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I've got the Lobster from C- to B-. C, Come in C from C- to C, and Scooby-Doo from C+ to B-.
There you go. Okay, immediate question for you. So you picked two very recent movies, which is understandable. They're fresh in your mind. Why the fuck did Scooby-Doo get tossed in there? That one feels so random.
You guys influenced it, and I love that movie, so fuck you guys.
Based, I suppose. Based. I mean, you bumped out a single rank, but based.
I mean, let's be real. I can like a movie, but not think it's peak. Like I'm not gonna look at Scooby-Doo.
No,
and be like, yeah,
I'm mostly just saying, like,
film.
the vitriol you came at us with about it bumping it up a single rank.
Yeah, we didn't influence you that much, it sounds like.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. I still had logical and sound judgment. It's totally.
Is
chill.
that all of your re-ranks?
Oh yeah, I was gonna have none, quite frankly, because I'm pretty sound in my rankings thus far. But
Fair enough.
You had a couple very recent films, though. What changed in between, like, the few weeks here?
I don't know. I guess with The Lobster, I took it too seriously. And same with Come and See. I didn't think Come and See was still even that crazy. I only bumped it up slightly, but I can see a little more of the value in The Lobster after simmering in the afterthoughts.
Okay. I have got a decent number of changes here. Let me start with my negatives. I bumped Superman vs. the Elite from S- to A+. The following films all got bumped from A+ to A. Edge of Tomorrow, Scream, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, The Martian, Avatar: The Way of Water, Blade, Spirited Away, Bruce Almighty, and 28 Weeks Later.
You put some fucking weird movies up high, dude. These are... Each and every one of those are just like, how did that get there?
Dude, I just enjoy them a lot, I guess. From A to A-, I moved The Other Guys and Die Hard 2. Belle from B+ to B. World War Z from B to B-. And that's all my negatives. My positives. I moved Redline from S- up to S. I frequently think about this film and how fucking kick-ass it is.
It's so badass.
Look Who's Back, I moved from A to A+. Perfect Blue and Shin Godzilla, I moved from A- to A. Barbie, I moved from B to B+. The Witch and The Ritual, I moved from B- to B. Phantom of the Opera, Ghost Watch, and The Fountain, I moved from C+ to B-. Superman the Movie from C to C+. Freelance, I'm thinking of ending things, and Mad Max 2, The Road Warrior, I moved from C- to C. Wild Wild West, I moved from F+ to D-. I don't know why I was so fucking hard on that movie. I didn't even particularly hate it, I don't think.
I think you said you just really didn't like that Will Smith got to have sex with that really hot woman and you didn't.
Dude, that's so true. And then my biggest change, Straw Dogs, the original, from F+, I think, up to D+.
Ah, damn.
And there you go, that's all my changes.
That was like the lowest movie I've picked too, and it's getting way brought up here.
Oh yeah. Jackson, do you have what all the overall changes possibly are?
I do, yeah. And audience, I know our loving audience, you guys have plenty of great ideas. If you have any other interesting stats you'd want to see on future re-ranks, please let us know down in the comments section, because I can't come up with goddamn anything. So I'm just doing this 2 that I always do every year. The first one, of course, being if our overall ranks changed, generally speaking, not like the movies, but like our my rank for all of my average ranks. None of ours changed. Nico and I are still at B- overall with our ratings, and Tanner and Dylan are still at a flat B. Unsurprising. Those ranks take a lot of budging. I can't imagine they're ever going to change. They're probably just like ice at this point.
Okay, and then do you have if the overall ranks of any of the movies that we changed moved?
Dude, I do in fact have those. That's my other statistic that I'm going to describe now. I'm going to start with the negatives and go to the positives here for no particular reason. Everything just got either knocked down a rank or up a rank. These are not going to be very particularly exciting changes. We've got Invasion of the Body Snatchers dropped from a B to a B-. Bell got dropped from a B+ to a B. Blade got dropped from a B+ to a B. My brain's incapable of calculating this for some reason. I don't know why. Scream got dropped from an A- to a B+. The Hunger Games got dropped from a B+ to a B. Milo got dropped from a D to a D-. I guess OG Straw Dogs, we're going to the positives now, got bumped up from a D- to a D. The Witch went from a B+ to an A-, so join the A's.
Okay.
Holy smokes.
Falling Down went from an A to an A+. Fallen Angels went from a C+ to a B-, which maybe you guys would hard disagree on that. Come and See got bumped up from a B to a B+. The Lobster is now at a B+ from a B. And The Fountain has also joined the A tier from a B+ to an A- now.
Wow.
Okay.
The less films we can have in that B+ pool, the better.
Yeah, for real. A lot of positives. I mean, it's over half have been positive, which is pretty good. Most of the time, it's largely negative, I feel.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're definitely off our hater arc right now for some reason. Don't know why. We've watched so many movies that we're desensitized, potentially.
This is a recession indicator.
Yeah.
This is like the Dunning-Kruger effect or some shit. We all think we're really good at rating movies. We were rated very harshly at first, and the more we rate movies, the nicer we are, and we get a bit more positive or something. I don't know.
Yeah, the more shit we've had to sit through, and we've really got a much better perspective on life at this point.
Dude, I just rank movies how much I enjoy them.
We're almost at 500 movies on the board now. We're closing in.
God damn.
Golly.
How exciting.
Are we cinephiles at this point?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I think we might be. I mean, to be we literally review movies on the internet and put it out for other people to consume. I don't think we're anywhere near probably what your typical cinephile has seen in terms of the number and types of movies, I'll say, but
I am curious how we compare to just the average movie watcher. Are we blowing people out of the water with the amount we've seen at this point? How much somebody sees in their life? Where do we land there? Are we well over the average? Are we about what you'd expect? It's impossible to say.
Yeah, who knows?
My only other angle at that is typically, I would say the average moviegoer just goes back to their usual movies, you know. At least for my family, we never really watch new movies. We just go back and watch ones we've seen already. So, in my opinion, I'd say we are well above the average moviegoer.
That's good to know. It is. I do like this experience, you know, just have a bit of meta commentary about us doing Guapish movies. It's fun just getting to experience all this stuff, even with like the weird movies I don't care about, like Tough Guys Don't Dance, for example. Spoiler, I wasn't crazy about that movie, but I still think it's interesting to talk about it and see it because it's just so different, you know?
Yeah.
And I definitely appreciate viewing this as an experience, I would say.
Yeah, I appreciate literally every movie we see, no matter how, like, bad or good or boring or nothing it is. Even though a lot of them are like, I'm glad I watched that once and I'll never see it again.
I disagree with that point, but, you know, I like seeing, like, the good movies.
My common experience is now, like, people can talk about some random-ass movie, and it's just, like, something I'd be like, oh, I've seen that movie. And it's, like, different people, too. Like, different people mention some random one-off movie. I'm like, oh, I've seen that movie, or, like, I'll add it to my list or something, you know? Something like that, which is cool.
It's a great conversation starter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
You want to watch Slow Torture Puke Chamber with me?
Yeah. You bring the popcorn.
That movie, I've genuinely brought up that movie on a date before because I was just like, yeah, I had to watch some
Why?
fucking bullshit. It's called
Okay.
Slow Torture Puke Chamber, and they're just like, that's hilarious sounding, and it's just a good conversation starter. The name's so asinine.
Yeah, that's so true. Well, are we ready to move on to this week's reviews?
I hope so.
You know what? I think so. The reviews that we'll be doing over on Guapish at the Movies!
Guapish at the Movies!
Oh man! Oh god! Oh man! Oh god! Oh man! Oh god! Oh man! Oh god! Oh man! Oh god!
Jackson, what did we watch this week?
The Patreon pick this week was the 2008 film The Happening, as requested by our patron Tutbot. Thank you for the request. And if you also want to get your movie watched by us, you go to guapish.com/Patreon or patreon.com/Guapish. Give us $1 a month. Get your movie in the raffle. I keep saying Q, but it's more like a raffle. And we'll watch it just like Tutbots got picked this week. And Tanner, how about you describe the plot of this movie?
So The Happening, one day in Central Park, New York, everyone fucking kills themselves. And then it keeps happening, it spreads all over the place, and then our main character, Mark Wahlberg, he's got to save himself, I guess, and also this girl he kind of likes but has issues with, blah blah blah. And then it's the trees, and then it's suddenly over until it's not. Dun dun dun. The end. Fun fact. Zooey Deschanel is one of the only actors from this film who defends it. Most of the rest of the cast basically came out and condemned this movie because it was so poorly received. And she said people didn't know how to appreciate it.
But she's also like a white woman, so like, what does that mean?
I think she said something like, it really makes you think.
Global warming and shit, I guess.
Yeah, something like that.
I guess
Who knows?
so. Good fun fact.
Oh, yeah.
I'll kick us off. I am at a flat D.
Okay.
Whoa.
Tanner, where are you sitting?
I'm probably crazy for this one. I kind of like this movie. I'm at a flat B.
Oh god, thank Christ.
Where are you at, Dylan?
C+.
Wow, okay. Yeah, I'm at a D plus myself here.
What's going on here, guys? What the fuck's happening?
What's with these
They're
two
two
wolves
wolves.
happening?
The two wolves!
I will be the mediator. I know Tanner's the highest.
Mm-hmm.
I remember this movie being better when I was younger. Maybe it's the almost 500 movies we've watched at this point.
Dylan, did you like exclusively watch disaster films as a kid?
Don't worry about that. I don't know, man. Let's see. Godzilla,
He
1998.
exclusively watched disasters of films.
Day After Tomorrow, 2012. Great Deep Blue Sea, Lake Placid. Yeah, I'd say that's probably pretty apt. Fucking Anaconda and Python. Anyway, the only thing, the acting's not good in this movie. Let's be completely real.
It's really, really bad.
Somebody give me something to say no to. This will be funny, probably.
Dylan, do you
did
jack
kill
off
my
to
cat?
What? No.
What?
Or something like that.
No.
That's such a... That particular part of the
So
movie is when
ridiculous.
you realize how dogshit the acting in this movie is.
That entire section of the movie is so fucking weird. The way that they're acting around this old woman is just bizarre. They're just not talking to her at all. I don't know what their fucking deal is.
The way they're talking in general through the entire fucking movie is like that. It's insane.
The
That's so
big
true.
problem here is the concept that they have here is interesting. The way that it's executed and the way that it's paced is not. And the thing I
Yeah.
can appreciate about this movie is said concept. This movie could benefit, I don't remember, I think it's pushing almost 2 hours. It could benefit from being shorter. They need to do, this is like one of the only movies that would benefit from some kind of scientific breakdown or like crackpot theory room thing where they're like, all right, we need to figure this shit out. Like, this is like how Shin Godzilla was like, oh, we need to break this down scientifically to figure it out. This movie would have benefited from something like that. Unfortunately, it's just us following people around and then them discovering people are dead, killing themselves. And then all of a sudden, the shift between them discovering the plants react to groups of people versus then at the end of the movie, randomly, the old lady is by herself and goes crazy and kills herself is weird. It's a terrible transition. Like, the plant's adapting that immediately. The scenario is unrealistic, so don't hear what I'm not saying. It's unrealistic for this movie, and then it automatically goes from, well, now, like, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die with you. And then they walk outside and, like Tanner said,
Yeah.
fucking over.
Honestly, so, like, you know, they do that where it just suddenly stops, and they set that up with, like, us seeing that, like, news report where a scientist is literally like, well, you know, stuff like this often, it comes to a head and then it just stops right away. I think it would have been way better if they didn't tell us that. I think it would have been at least creepier if it is just like, yeah, it's this crazy thing happened out of nowhere, it's almost unexplainable, and then it just stops. This movie is, I can already tell, it's another one of those instances where it's a movie where the premise I find so engaging that it's probably making me overestimate where I want to rank it, a la, like, Yesterday. That's one.
Or what was that shitty one where it was like the spaceship goes to hell?
Horizon.
Event Horizon.
Event
Yeah,
Horizon.
that one.
Yeah, but I do think it's a great premise. I think it has some genuinely effective scenes.
Yeah, that was one thing I wanted to note too. There are a couple scenes in this that are genuinely effective, like when the fucking people are like at the construction site and they're just like people falling. That part's pretty solid. There was like another sound, I don't remember what it was, but every now and then there are little pearls in this fucking hot heap of garbage.
Yeah, and the biggest problems are, like, by far, it's the fucking dialogue.
Yeah.
What the hell is going... We need to put a ban on M. Night Shyamalan movies until we figure out what the hell is going on. This literally happens in, like this was the case in Old, which was another movie of his. He doesn't know how to write people as if they've ever actually talked to anyone. It's deeply baffling. And then, yeah, acting, not great. I think Mark Wahlberg is fine here and there, although, again, like, the thing is, it's so hard to tell when it's the acting or the dialogue that is making it just so stupid. Dude, fucking...
A lot of the time it's both.
Zoe Deschanel does not belong in this movie.
She was fucking terrible in this movie. It was...
She was.
It was a travesty.
Which is weird because she's also in Day After Tomorrow, and I felt like her performance in Day After Tomorrow wasn't bad. And these are, like...
I like when we actually sit there and watch a YouTube video on someone's phone. Oh, man. And then the last act, the last 30 minutes of this movie they suck. Like, I like all of, and I like high level, like the hour before that where it's like this progression of this crazy thing and trying to get away from it. And I think creating this problem where it's like, yeah, we're forcing you to get out of the cities and go, like, out in the middle of nowhere. I like that stuff, and they just fumble it in so many different ways. Like, I'm imagining in my mind's eye a really kick-ass, like, post-apocalyptic sequel to this movie where people are walking around with gas masks and they carry, like, caulk guns with them so that they can seal up doors behind them and shit like that. But, yeah, I'm already talking myself into probably needing to lower this, because it is one of those instances where a premise grabs me personally so much that I'm overlooking a lot of the flaws.
Yeah, say something positive, dude. Say something positive.
Vibe check on the gas masks. I mean, why would you show Obviously, at this point, maybe it was intentional to just show maybe the rest of the world is retarded, but, like, gas masks. Like why... I don't know if that killed the movie or made it funny. I don't know what the messaging was.
What is the point you're making?
Why show the gas masks at all? Is it just to show?
What are you referring to? On the old women?
Yeah. Is it just to show that the rest of the world's being stupid and none of this had to happen, or like what's the?
I genuinely don't understand the point you're trying to make.
I'm just trying to say, what was the point of showing the gas masks? Was it to show like the rest of this movie is pointless and like people are being dumb, or like?
I mean, gas masks aren't like a common thing people have access to. It's well, that was in like a not a flashback, a montage of like different people who were like seem to be either prepared for this situation or like without those militia guys. They're like guys who seem like they're getting prepared to take advantage of what's happening, which I think is interesting world building. I like that. Hot dogs are really underrated.
Jackson, I'm genuinely curious. The way that you were talking about this prior, it sounded like you had the most comedic look on this movie. I'd love to hear your thoughts, man.
I mean, it's fucking funny.
Yeah, there's a lot of scenes that are just hilarious, but it's because they're just really fucking bad. Like, I was certainly laughing a lot at this movie, but I'm laughing at the movie. I'm not laughing with the movie, and it wasn't doing it consistently enough for me to, like, flip, like, you know, tip the scales, basically, and turn into it so bad it's good. It was mostly just boring. Like, I agree with you guys. I think the concept is interesting. I get what they're going for. You know, the plants are killing humans. You gotta learn to live with nature or else you'll fucking die or something. I get that. I just don't really care, and the acting is just so fucking bad. It's so distracting. Especially, like, Mark Wahlberg, Zooey Deschanel, they're two really, like, big actors, and they just were not great, and it was just really distracting. The dialogue, like Tanner said, is fucking awful. I don't think the score was anything particular. It was just really generic outside of the things that, like, really unimmersed me, basically. And that's really just all it boils down to. It was just really fucking hard to watch. Like, there's some funny scenes, some baffling shit happening, but, like, in the end, it's just a really bad movie. There's not a crazy amount for me to talk about with.
What I find crazy is when I see a lot of criticism of this movie, I see people criticizing the premise, and I'm like, what? No, this is, like, actually a good idea. I like it.
Yeah.
That's the problem with M. Night Shyamalan, is that he has a lot of good ideas. He just doesn't know how to fucking execute them.
He needs to hire a fucking writer. Why are these movie studios letting him write these things? Make him an idea guy. Stop letting him direct. Make him an idea guy. He clearly has a decent talent for not only coming up with original ideas, but identifying properties that would make decent movies. But he can't execute it on it himself at all. Except for the handful of times he did.
Come on, get some help. If you're watching this, get some help.
Please.
You need help. You know, I think I was too harsh on this film. I liked it quite a bit. I'll raise mine up to a B-. That's a joke! No, I'm not doing that. D+.
Whoa.
I'm sticking at my D.
What did I say? C+.
I think I'll drop mine to a C+ as well.
Still two wolves, but too close to wolves.
True, and it lands at a C- overall. How exciting.
Wowza.
Speaking of C- movies, we've got Dylan's pick this week, that being the second in the series, Kingsman: The Golden Circle from 2017. Tell us about it.
Take that back, you Anyway, Kingsman: The Golden Circle is us following Eggsy after the events of the first Kingsman movie. Their entire organization gets nuked. They go to America, find the guy who got headshot in the first movie. Shenanigans ensue, and they stop everybody from killing themselves by dancing paralysis shit. And the president gets arrested. That's kind of funny. Tanner, what's your fun fact?
Fun fact. So the original cut of this movie was 3 hours and 40 minutes long.
Oh my god.
The studio offered to let him make like a 2-part film, but he decided to cut it down to, this, what is it, like 2 hours and 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Instead of making those 2 minutes. And like, I feel like it's pretty apparent. There's a lot of scenes where, like, one I specifically noticed is when they're in the antidote lab and they go to Charlie when he's about to, unlock the door. You can see there's dents in the door, so you're like, oh, they probably filmed a scene where he fucking punched the door and then they cut that out. But, like, dude, cutting out over an hour of footage, like,
yeah, that's insane. I feel like, isn't that at the
Yeah.
point where you do director's cuts? Isn't that the point of that?
I mean, yeah.
Interesting.
Dylan, where'd you put this one?
Well, how was Tanner's fun fact?
It was good.
There we go. Woo! I think this is the only movie I liked this week. Yeah, I gave it an A+.
Wow. I'm at a C-. Jackson, how about yourself?
I'm not that negative, but I could be convinced to be. I am at a B- currently.
What the fuck does that mean, man? Have your own opinion,
I
you
have no
motherfucker.
confidence in my ranking. I don't think this is a great. Frankly, I think it's kind of a bad movie.
You're being me for real. Believe in
It has
yourself.
enough positive to drag it up to at least a B tier something for me. Tanner?
I'm in between a B+ and an A-.
Once again, there are two wolves. We have the hater class and the lover class.
I mean, it
So
never
true.
changes, man. It never will.
So I'll just kick us off with the things I think are like atrocious in this movie. Immediately, I really do not like the backtracking on reviving the dude that died in the first movie.
I hated that move.
I really hate that because it just completely invalidates the whole fucking point of him dying and his sacrifice in the first movie. It completely just throws away all the emotional impact that had, and it cheapens his death. It makes it just feels bad, and especially it just sets a terrible precedent moving forward as well. Because we have this fucking miracle gel that can just revive him. Who cares? I think the twist of fucking what's his name, whip guy. What's his name?
Pedro Pascal.
Pedro Pascal, yeah, the fucking rapist, that guy. I don't like him, like being the twist villain. I think it's just kind of dumb. I don't really like the reveal of it either. It's kind of stupid. I think the biggest downside of this film for me, though, is the villain is just fucking retarded. I think she's terrible. I think the whole setup for her as an antagonist and just the plot of her idea, like, I don't think her idea is bad, but it's incredibly flawed, and it has so many questions associated with it. It's just like completely filled with plot holes, and it's just stupid, and it's distracting for me, and it really took me out of the film. But there's fun things. I think the performances are good. I think it's a fun movie. There's a lot of interesting, cool action shots. It's a fun movie to watch. Also, it's got a good soundtrack. It's an entertaining movie. It's just really fucking stupid. There's like, the lighting is so weird in it too. It feels fake. It feels like I'm watching like a Call of Duty video or something of like gameplay at some points. I don't know if you guys know what I mean. It's just like the way it's shot is just very strange to me.
I know exactly what you mean, but for me, I kind of liked it because it reads comic book, which is
I could see that,
to me
yeah.
what this movie is clearly going for stylistically.
Yeah, absolutely. It feels very exaggerated, and in some scenes I think it worked, in other scenes I think it took me out of it a bit.
It took me out of it constantly. The effects in this movie just look bad. I'm just gonna say it, okay? They look fucking terrible. It's like immediately apparent in that initial like fucking car fight scene that they're having. Like when they're leaning outside the car and shit, it looks fucking awful. And that's just present throughout the entire film. Also, our fucking Merlin's death near the end of the film, that was just terrible. It's like, oh yeah, he's finally gonna go on a mission. It's like been his dream his whole life. Isn't that cool?
kill
No,
him
he
off
instantly dies.
To a landmine!
Yes.
Like, come on!
That's one of those things where it's like, I'm sure there was like a fucking like 45 minutes maybe of the movie that got cut out that was like, playing that out a bit more or something.
Probably.
I like this movie. Obviously, because I love over-the-top, crazy action films.
Dude, me too.
And, this movie delivers on over-the-top, crazy action. We've got wacky characters, wacky little inventions, and I just love all of the fight scenes in this movie. The opening car chase one, I think, is really cool, and the entire ending fight against, like, the dogs, and then the assault on the compound, and then against Pedro Pascal, I loved all of that. I just thought it was super fun and dynamic and engaging. And I don't disagree with a lot of Jackson's complaints about, like, the plot and whatever, but, like, the thing that lets me overlook it is I am like, okay, this is a comic book. I love comic books. This is just like the style of the thing, and I'm able to put myself in the mindset to appreciate that, And I thought the cinematography was pretty solid and interesting and whatnot. And with Pedro Pascal being the twist villain, I don't know. I thought they played it well with having only, Harry realize what's up, and then he does that thing and whatever. And then the fact that Pedro Pascal is like the twist villain, but it's not because he's related to the actual villain, but because he just decided on his own to do this, I think is actually kind of neat.
I agree with pretty much everything Tanner said, and I didn't mind literally anything that the other two talked about, and that's about all that this movie sums up to for me. I like the movie. I like how wacky it is, obviously, because, we're coming off of a movie where the villain was implanting phone chips in people's necks to cause a frequency to make them kill each other. And so when you've got this drug, leader lady who's just wanting her drugs to be free so she can make more money, that premise doesn't seem super far off from the villains we already have established in this world. So what she's trying to do is just silly and follows along the vibe and the style I feel like is already established in this movie. And I just like the interactions. I can kind of see the whole Harry thing being a problem, but that stuff doesn't bother me as much, I suppose. And calling it a sacrifice...
That's just another thing that's comic books,
Oh, so it's okay if it's bad. It's totally excusable.
Well,
yes.
The only thing I'll actually disagree with is calling his death a sacrifice. I don't know if I'd necessarily call it that, because he went on a mission in the first movie for reconnaissance, and then he ended up just going crazy and fighting, killing a bunch of people because of, the...
Sacrifice would be a bad word. Yeah, it was the first word that came to my mind. That it definitely was not a sacrifice. That doesn't change the fact that his death was cheap and hard as fuck.
No, and it's definitely something that helped the first movie and its emotional ties. And to be fair, the only reason this movie didn't really rate as high as the first one is because it was a bit slower and it was more focused on the interrelationships of the character, Eggsy and all of his agent companions and his girlfriend, I guess technically. So I'm not saying that stuff was bad. It's just it's not fitting the vibe that the movie has going. It almost feels like it's pulling in two different directions. But yeah, I mean, this movie's wacky. It's zany. The performances are great. I like the choreography. It's fun.
The thing I appreciate about the original film over this one is I think the original does a much better job of being an homage to spy thrillers, and I appreciate its more serious tone, even though it does have a lot of wacky stuff in it as well.
But it's nowhere near the extent of what's going on here. This film it bumps it up way, way too much. Okay, that's fine if it does that. It's fine if it does something bad.
I like over-the-top action. I enjoy that. It's entertaining to me.
Yeah, we
it just seems completely at odds with the previous film, though.
Yeah, I'm with Nico. I see what you mean, but it's turning something into something else, and I'm not crazy about the direction. Yeah, I mean, it's the direction that basically every big franchise like this goes. And I think it's unfortunate because I like the first film a lot, and this one does unfortunately kind of taint the franchise a bit for me just because it's so different than it to me.
The thing it seems like to me is the first one is kind of a blend of being sort of not a parody but an homage to spy thrillers, especially James Bond, and then also an homage to comic books, sort of action thriller spy comic books. And for this movie, instead of having that blend, they decided to lean way more into the comic booky side. And as a comic book fan, I appreciate, I like that. I'm sure if they, made an entirely different movie and they leaned more in the other direction or did that mix again, I might like that more, but I do still like what this movie did.
By the way, also putting all the fucking people in cages and just throwing them into a big ass stadium, it looks fucking terrible. Also, it's just stupid. Why the fuck did you do that? What's the purpose?
It's very funny. Do you guys think the president was in the right to just let them all die?
No.
Yes.
No? Huh?
Okay.
I'm with Pedro Pascal.
What the fuck?
There are two
It's
worlds.
tough, because on one hand, it's like, you know, the world would objectively be improved if every drug user just dropped dead suddenly. But I think morally you probably still have to, like, make an effort to not let that happen.
Well, the problem here is, like, you could just literally go to the woman, whatever her name, the representative or whatever that was helping with the president. Yeah, whatever the fuck she was. She made the point of, like, there's, you know, people that have to do it, you know, people do it, like, really occasionally or something. You know, like, if you smoke a joint once a month or something, do you deserve to fucking die for that? No. Plus, it just kills off so many people. Like, the foundation of society is built on fucking tons of these people that do this thing of recreational. It's not just a bunch of, like, people smoking fucking meth. It's more like benign stuff, and it just kills so many people. There's no way it's ever justified.
Okay, you know what, Jackson? You convinced me. If they got rid of the people who smoke weed, like, we take them out of the equation and just the rest of the people, then I would say it's morally fine.
If anything, that should be the immediate reaction you should get from this movie, because all the people that were doing drugs that got affected, that were characters that you should care about in this movie, was because of weed. The fucking...
But the guy's smoking a crack pipe, though.
Yeah, he was smoking meth.
Who?
The
like, one of Eggsy's
guy.
friends.
Yeah.
Outside that guy, who fucking cares about that random guy? You know, the fucking,
Okay.
the girlfriend of the main character, fucking the one dude, Paul Mann, whatever the fuck that guy's name is. The cowboy? What the fuck is the American
Tequila.
branch called?
Yeah, Channing Tatum?
Yeah, Channing Tatum. That
Yeah,
guy,
Tequila.
he was fucking smoking weed. It's just, yeah, no, it's just dumb. There's just, like, most of the people got it from, like, really benign sources, and they do not deserve to die for that, and that's what the movie's trying to describe.
I think making the president's reaction to an already zany, like, character antagonistic plot, I think was half the well, to call it a joke might not be accurate. It
I don't
definitely
think
makes
it's a
you
joke.
No.
It definitely makes you think, like, it's very interesting where you get to this point in the movie and it's like, yeah, this lady just wants to make all drugs legal so she can make money, and then the president's like, well, just think of how better off we'll be if all those people are dead. But then it's like, you're reflecting on, it's like, not every person is evil in intention. And then it's like, what you're kind of just looking at, like, what are you accomplishing? And the accomplishment, I guess, is, yes, eliminating all the drug users, but, like, what are you losing? Potentially hundreds of millions, if not more, people. And then you're looking at absolute societal collapse, which, you know, it's like playing a game of Jenga.
Okay, listen, society will not collapse if you get rid of all the druggies, alright? I disagree with that point.
You say druggies, but so many innocent people would be caught in the crossfire again, because there's so many, like, levels to it, and it could just be, you know, like, whatever, like, your daughter, you know, you have a kid, your daughter smokes weed for the very first time with some of her friends in, like, high school or some shit. Does she deserve to die because of that? No, obviously not. But you have to fucking kill her off anyways, and there's gonna be so many of those exceptions to also kill the fucking meth addicts. This is I think it's funny that we get into this debate at all. Personally, my crackpot theory about the president being down to kill off hundreds of millions of people is just because they're like, okay, so obviously we're jacking off the Americans because they're the fucking saviors of this movie, basically, with, like, helping them out and getting the Kingsmen out of the hole they were thrown into. So we can't jack off the Americans too much, so we gotta drag them down by making a president an absolute horrendous piece of shit that's willing to sentence a large portion of his population to death, to like, balance it out. You know, we can't be too positive on America. That'd be crazy.
I agree with Jackson. This is crazy we're even getting this. I don't even really think we're discussing the movie anymore at this point. I don't think this has any reflection on the movie. But,
Boo, movie, bad movie, boo!
I agree it's very funny just how much better the United States statesman group is. They just make the Kingsmen look so homely.
Yeah, the very first guy they encounter fucking 2v1s them
Kicks
with
their ass,
ease.
yeah.
Like, it's comical.
Guys, what would your American Kingsman name be? What alcohol will you be named after?
oh,
Dude,
man.
I'll be vodka.
I'd be Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Tanner, you seem like a moonshine kind of guy.
Sure, I can be moonshine.
Jackson, I think it needs to be a hard alcohol, unfortunately.
Dude, it is. It's hard lemonade.
It's
Yeah.
not.
Mm-hmm.
You're thinking of the word spirit, I think,
Probably.
potentially.
Something with more than 5%, alcohol content.
I'll be a strong 0.
What?
What?
Tanner does not know game. Dylan does not know game.
Yeah, these guys just don't get it.
Uh-huh.
I think I'm dropping my rank down to a C+.
There we go.
Whoa.
You know, perhaps I was a bit harsh. I'll raise mine to a C. Why not?
Whoa. I'll go with the lower of my two rankings and say a B+.
Yeah, I'm not changing.
Epic. And it lands at a flat B overall. How exciting.
It's not.
Nice.
Speaking of flat Bs, we've got my pick this week, that being the 1987 film Tough Guys Don't Dance. And this is like a modern, I say modern, it's a fucking 80s film, neo-noir, about a dude trying to solve the mystery of his wife fucking off and two people dying in his basement and just like, what the fuck's going on in this town?
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on? I could not keep up with it.
There's shenanigans afoot.
They were changing the time frame when things were happening too much with, like, I mean, maybe I was missing it, but I was having a hard time grasping it, like, okay, is this happening before this or after this, or when in the timeline is what I'm looking at right now?
In fairness, you were browsing Twitter the entire time, so...
I wasn't, actually. That Twitter thing I shared was from a Discord message.
Oh, you're browsing Discord the entire time, fair enough.
I guess suck my dick, you fucking faggot.
Oh my gosh.
Fun fact, this movie was directed by the author of the book.
Oh.
And when this movie was laughed at by test audiences, he pivoted and started promoting it as an intentional parody of his book.
Okay.
That's kind of based.
Fascinating. Good fun fact. I like it.
I didn't make a bad movie. It's a parody.
Honestly, go read my book if you want to watch something good.
Can you make a parody of something you made?
Yeah,
I
of
guess
course.
so.
Why not?
That seems so wrong.
Tanner, where are you at with this one?
I'm at a flat C, but I'm very unsure about that.
I'm also at a flat C and quite unsure.
I'm also at a flat C. I'm pretty strong on my C, though.
God damn it! Why couldn't we all? Why couldn't it be the first time we all agreed on something at the Guapish podcast? I gave this movie a C-.
Okay.
Damn. I have a single note written for this film, and it's just an exchange that two characters had.
Oh god, oh no, oh god, oh no, oh god, oh man, oh god, oh man, oh god, oh man.
That's also a good one.
So bad, man. I'm with Tanner. What the fuck was happening in this movie? I couldn't.
Honestly, I'm confused that you guys are confused, because normally it's me being confused about these types of movies, and this one felt relatively straightforward to me.
Explain to me what, like, the whole thing is then.
So we've got there's a couple different parties. There is a guy that's trying to like sell cocaine, and there's people that have the cocaine and they're attempting to like transport it for him or something. They get caught up. The fucking girl in that exchange kills the fucking man, and then he picks up the girl with the fucking wife that was previously, or the wife of the main character that was previously with the rich guy, but she left the rich guy to be with the poor guy and got all his money, but then she went back to that guy. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure why that happened.
So that scene of the woman killing her husband in the red car, that's at the beginning of the timeline.
Yes, that's at the beginning of the timeline. Well, that's after the wife left, and like there's basically two timelines, and I don't think they're really like they cross paths when we like start where the movie started again. There's the timeline of like prior to the events happening, or post the events happening, where the guy's talking to the father, I think it's his father, and or like the fucking fisherman friend, whatever the guy is. Yeah. And then there's the events of like prior to like what the guy's describing to the father, and then eventually the timelines connect, and then they finish it off by like dumping the bodies, and all that. But it's okay. Pretty linear, I would say, in the timeline when they're describing what's going on in the past. But yeah, they do bounce in between that a lot, like what's happening.
So the police chief thing is unrelated to the rich guy thing?
Yeah, he's just a fucking maniac.
But like, why does the police guy have $2 million in his house?
Because he's a drug dealer.
The police guy is the drug dealer?
Yeah.
I thought the rich guy was the drug dealer.
He's the guy that owns the drugs, from my knowledge.
Who has the drugs? How does...
Who's on second?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the drugs were in possession of the fucking old guy and the one woman that the main character fucks, and then the police guy presumably would take them when he fucking found them at the pier or wherever the fuck they were at that the murder took place. And then I guess he had them at his house since that point when he figured out what was going on or had more concept of what was happening. The movie has a surprising amount of moving parts, and it's not to its benefit.
Yeah.
The ending scene is hilarious, though. Or not the ending scene, but the fucking... Like, the rich guy getting gay all of a sudden, and then fucking shooting himself.
Dude, same.
Also, how many fucking bodies did they dump in that goddamn water? I feel like they dumped way more than the actual kill count. Like, where did all these people come from?
Isn't it... So it's like Patty, that old woman... Doesn't he kill some other blonde as well, or some other blonde gets killed? Yeah, because it's like not Patty's head in the bag, or there's two heads, isn't there? Because he rips open a second bag, so there's two blondes who are dead. Well, I guess was the old woman?
The wife died. The wife got killed, and by the rich guy because the rich guy fucking shot the wife because she was trying to rob him again for like 10 mil or whatever. And the rich guy also killed was it the wife? I can't remember who fucking killed, but the other blonde chick that killed the old guy was killed by either the fucking cop or...
No, it was the lady.
Fucking the wife. Yeah, okay, so it was the wife then that killed the other chick.
I believe we have 4 bodies. Wait,
but
5.
I guess you could add the 2... Presumably they maybe the one and killed the fucking 2 guys that were conspiring with the rich guy as well.
Right.
But I guess they got off-screened, maybe. I know they got their asses beat, but I don't think he killed them in that scene.
No, the rich guy said he killed them.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that.
Perhaps for failing to kill our main guy?
Yes, that seems right.
Okay, so what do we think about the movie, guys?
Dude, you mentioned like the last scene being hilarious and then backpedaled on it. The last scene is actually hilarious because like, they get this nice new house, they're walking in, and then it just plays insanely, like the most ominous music I've ever heard in my life for some reason.
I thought they were going to show something like in the reflection of the door or something, and then just nothing happened.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because remember, this whole movie started out with a seance and this guy believing that some evil spirit is like commanding him to kill people in his sleep or something. So they resurfaced that at the end of the movie as he's shutting the door, and maybe it's just me, and maybe it's intentional, I don't know. They're trying to make you think, like, was it actually just a ghost the whole time making people do crazy shit? But like, that wouldn't make any sense because clearly this was just a drug-driven crime. So like, what was the point of the ghost?
Guys, the movie's chaotic, and it's not, like, very good, but it's certainly entertaining at the very least. And I think it's effective at what it's trying to do of being a mystery neo-noir, because, like, look at all this talk about just what the fuck's even happening in all these moving parts. This is what these types of movies are trying to get you to do, I feel.
Yeah, I guess.
But it doesn't seem like it did that well.
Oh, yeah, I don't think... I mean, it did it. I'm not saying it did it well. I'm just saying it did it.
Yeah.
When you said the last scene was hilarious, I thought you were referring to the scene of his dad just helping his son.
That was fucking hilarious, dude.
Evidence.
Like, I'll put him down, and then the fucking old ex does it. Which,
Yeah.
There's a lot of funny scenes near the end. We all had different ideas of what the ending was, but they're all great. It's just a fucking victory lap in the last 15 minutes.
Yeah. My overall thoughts are, I think some of the performances are actually pretty solid. I felt like the police chief was going really hard for no reason the entire movie. I agree, there's a lot of intrigue in this film.
Certainly.
But as we say, it's quite muddled, and that's the big negative. Is like I have such a hard time keeping track of what's going on and what the story even really is, which is the point. But I don't like that, I guess.
Yeah.
Everyone's so chill in this town. Like, a woman goes missing, and like some guy comes and talks to the only like suspect he could potentially have, and he's like, yeah, I don't know anything. He's like, all right, have a good day, and then he just fucking leaves. Like, it's just crazy. Like, the cop is like, certainly he knew like what was happening pretty early on, and brings him into the station and just like fucking lets him go like 2 times. It's just crazy, man. It's just different times, I suppose.
I forgot that even happened.
Interesting movie. I agree with Tanner, though. I don't think the performance is necessarily bad. There's some poorly written dialogue, and the direction isn't great at times, but I like where they're going for a lot. I think some of the cinematography is interesting. The practical effects on that dog attacking the guy are fucking terrible, but thankfully they don't really use a ton of other more adventurous things than that. So for the most part, the movie doesn't really look that bad. I feel like it aged relatively well in that regard. It's a nice little coastal town too. It makes me want to go visit something like that. It makes me miss that I live in the middle of the fucking desert now.
Yeah. Just need to get yourself a nice beach house somewhere that you can retreat to every now and then.
Mm-hmm. It bums me out, man. I want to go down to the beach at the Gulf of Mexico, if you will.
Gulf of America.
But everyone just tells me that's fucking terrible. Don't go there.
Yeah. It doesn't sound all that fun.
I want to know why. I want to experience it.
Okay, guys, as for the dialogue exchange I wrote down, my only note for this film, it's when he's, talking, the fucking rich murderer guy is talking with his wife. Why do you want to be a coke dealer? Well, fuck it, darling. It seems exciting.
Based?
Right. Very funny stuff.
The rich guy, too, I thought was very funnily written. Just the way he fucking talks. Like, they don't put characters like that in movies anymore.
No, they certainly
sure
don't.
Definitely not.
I'm sticking at my C!
I think I'm also sticking at my C.
I think I'll go ahead and drop down to a C-.
Damn, I was gonna raise mine to a C. I guess I'll stick at a C-.
Two wolves!
It has to be.
Duel.
It has
But
to be.
every single movie, it's been two camps, and it's been the same two camps.
As it always is.
It's not the same two camps. Well, it's the same in terms of the people, but me and Dylan were the haters on this
Yeah, no, that's
one.
what I'm saying. It's the same people in the camps. It lands at a C overall. How exciting. One rank above the happening. Guys, what are you picking this week? Please have it be exciting.
Yeah, we had some fucking snoozers of films this week. Tanner, please fucking redeem us.
We'll see. I am picking the 2024 film Speak No Evil.
Holy smokes.
Wait, there was another movie we watched this year that was like that.
Yeah, this is a remake of that.
Yeah. I had a funny feeling.
Wait, but that one was... Hold on. Oh, never mind. I'm thinking of the wrong movie. Wait, remake? It's literally 2 years later. The fuck?
Yeah.
It is only 2 years late.
Oh, that'll be fun. Let's... Jesus.
Yeah,
That'll be
the original film was also in English, so why did they do it? Who's to say?
I don't know, man.
It's too European.
I'm sure it'll be Tanner's fun fact.
Oh yeah. Well, boys, we are in the holiday season, and I figured we watched the sequel to this film last year, so let's go ahead and watch the original this time around. We're gonna be watching A Christmas Story.
Ah, classic.
Yay!
Love that movie.
Whoa.
I think I love that movie. I can't say for sure, actually.
Everyone loves this movie. Jackson's gonna fucking hate it, though.
Jackson's not
probably.
gonna like it.
I have such nostalgia for that movie. I sure hope I don't hate it.
Okay. Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah, no, my family does the whole shtick of, like, I think it's like HBO. There's some TV channel that just plays it 24 hours on Christmas. And we just always have it running all Christmas. Anywho, the Patreon request that got rolled this week was from our lovely patron, Slayed by Jay. Thank you for the request. It was the 2002 film Equilibrium. How exciting.
Aw. I don't know anything about this film, so, I'll just say that I'm looking forward to this week. I think we're gonna have some good movies. And if you too would like to request a film, just like our Patreon member, Slayed by Jay, Dylan is going to tell you all about how you can do that.
Alright, how you can do that is by paying us $1 every month. It has to be every month. It can't be every other month. And what does that $1 every month get you? Well, wouldn't you like to know? It gets you access to our Discord, where you can request a movie, like it's been said ad nauseum at this point. It gets you access to our topics, where you can have us talk about things. You can talk to us as well. You get access to the slime spot that nobody talks about anymore, where you can get free 500 slime coins. That's not scam currency or something. You get early access to the podcast whenever it goes up. You get access to our pre-wap, the show that happens before the show. And last but certainly not least, you get your name read out at the end of every single episode, like I'm about to do here. Thank you so much to filling Season 7 Ahsoka with my midichlorians. Jesus, that's such a long one. Slayed by Jay, Blake, Nedagant, I Love Lesbians, Top Ramen Man, I like screaming the N-word at pigeons in Central Park, Tutbot, Lucas Ledette, Hunter, and Jacob Edwards. Thank you all very much.
That's right, folks. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell, and we'll be seeing you next time. Bye-bye.
Later.
Bye.